now that Roe v. Wade has passed, it turned out that Republicans used to say the reason they want Roe v. Wade overturned is so that each state can independently decide women's, each state will decide women's reproductive rights. In other words, some states may decide that women have rights and some states may decide they don't have rights. In other words, it's a state issue. That's what they wanted to say, right? But in the recent times, in the recent days, in the recent weeks, what we've seen legislature after legislature is the type of nationalization of prohibiting women to have their reproductive rights altogether. So much so that it has gone to the absurd. I want you to listen to this, including what this Republican man had to say. Women relative to cows. Check this out, and then we'll take it on the other side.
Republicans in Congress are now calling for a nationwide abortion ban. Some even from the moment of conception. The right of every woman in every state in this country to make decisions about her own body is on the line. And I've said it before and I will say it again. How dare they?
Vice President Kamala Harris voicing the outrage of women and men all across America on the 50th anniversary of the Roe versus Wade decision. Thousands took to the streets this weekend to voice their anger and fear over the United States Supreme Court stripping away the constitutional right to an abortion nearly 7 months ago. Anti-abortion rights activists who were also marching over the weekend to celebrate forcing previously unimaginable nightmare situations on generations of women have become emboldened. They want more. They are pushing for nationwide bans on abortion and urging state legislatures to criminalize miscarriages and strip away exceptions for rape and the life and health of the mom. Case in point, in Arkansas, a new bill would allow women to be prosecuted for the death of an unborn child, which means that women could be investigated and prosecuted when they miscarry their pregnancies. In Kansas, GOP lawmakers are trying to allow cities to ban abortions, despite voters overwhelmingly supporting abortion rights over the summer. And in Wyoming, a new bill would get rid of exceptions in cases of incest or rape in the state's near total abortion ban and allow district attorneys and the Wyoming AG to sue abortion providers. And there's Idaho, where a court's ruling could soon force women to receive life-saving abortions via C-section. One lawmaker telling the legislature that his background in livestock makes him a women's health expert. Watch.
I've milked a few cows, spent most of my time walking behind lines of cows. So if you want some ideas on repro and the women's health thing, I have some definite opinions.
Republicans, that is who they are.
We think about that. He has cows. I mean, the man has cows. And that is what gives him the right, right? The man has cows. Wow. I don't know if people can really understand. Yes, they can. The mentality of this particular sect of Republicans, that they think it's funny. Well, I worked with a lot of cows. I handle the reproduction of cows all the time. It's not a problem. So I can tell you something about women's reproductive rights. You should be ashamed. Do you have a wife, a daughter, an aunt, a cousin, a grandmother? It's not funny. But he thought it was. But he didn't only think it was funny. He actually believed that crap. I mean, the worst part about this is that guys like that their biggest allies are women of their sect. How can we fight it when we have so many still abiding by either the Stockholm syndrome or a type of survivalist syndrome by demeaning one's self? When I saw that, I couldn't believe it. I kept on rewinding. Did he really say that? Did he really say that? And the answer is yes. And then the next question was, is he different from other Republicans who are trying to push this what would I call it? Pro tell a woman what she can do with her body? My God. A message to women from a guy, from a man. There are more of you in this country than me, than men. Your purpose in this country should be subservient to no one. To no one. And above and beyond, no man has the right. I would never attempt to tell you what you can do with your body or who you must have dependent on your body, because by God, I don't want you or anyone else telling me what I can do with my own. I can't tell you how upsetting this was for me, and should be, in my humble opinion, to every human being with a thinking ability. But anyhow, that's what we have as the modus operandi of the current Republican Party. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.